Finding the sweet spot, how to balance fun and serious conversations. Conversations are the core of human connection.
Whether catching up with an old friend, networking with a new colleague, or bonding with a family member, conversations come in different shapes and tones. Some are lighthearted and humorous, and others delve into more profound, meaningful matters. The art of balancing fun and serious conversations allows us to deepen our connections while keeping interactions enjoyable and fulfilling. When we know how to balance these contrasting conversation styles, we can create an atmosphere where others feel comfortable, open, and engaged. Here's how you can skillfully balance fun and serious conversations to enhance your relationships and create a positive and supportive environment.
1. Recognize the context and setting. Understanding the context of the conversation is crucial. Imagine you're at a casual dinner party where everyone is laughing and joking. A sudden shift to a serious topic like career struggles or financial stress may disrupt the flow and make others uncomfortable. Similarly, when in a professional or formal setting, sticking too closely to humor might make you seem unfocused or unprofessional. Consider the setting, the people you're talking to, and the purpose of the gathering. A casual chat with friends allows for more flexibility to switch between light and serious topics, while professional settings might call for a more balanced and cautious approach. By tuning into the atmosphere, you'll be better equipped to gauge when to keep things light and when to dive deeper. 2. Read emotional cues. Observing and interpreting emotional cues can help you find the right balance in conversations. Look for nonverbal signals like body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. If the other person appears receptive, smiling, or making eye contact, they might be open to a lighthearted tone. On the other hand, if they seem pensive, withdrawn, or are using a quieter tone, it may be time to shift to a more serious or empathetic topic. Listening attentively can also reveal when to change the conversation's tone. For example, if a friend casually jokes about a challenging experience, that could be their way of easing into a more profound discussion. In this case, showing empathy and acknowledging the topic's seriousness can deepen the connection, as it shows that you're genuinely listening and care about their feelings. 3. Build trust by balancing vulnerability and lightheartedness. Trust is a vital foundation in any relationship, and knowing how to balance vulnerability and lightheartedness can foster trust. Sharing something personal or meaningful shows vulnerability, creating an opening for the other person to do the same. However, overloading the conversation with serious topics can feel burdensome, making a lighthearted remark or joke a great way to ease the atmosphere. For instance, if you're talking about a challenging experience, you can follow up with a humorous remark that lightens the tone without undermining the subject's importance. By maintaining this balance, you allow room for both depth and positivity in your conversations. 4. Practice active listening and respond thoughtfully. A balanced conversation requires active listening, especially when transitioning between fun and serious topics. When someone shares something lighthearted, respond in a way that acknowledges their tone without dismissing the topic. Similarly, when they bring up something serious, show empathy and ask relevant questions to demonstrate that you care. Thoughtful responses show that you're genuinely engaged and allow the conversation to flow naturally. For example, if a friend shares a funny anecdote about a recent travel experience, you could respond with a related story or ask questions that keep the energy light. If the conversation then shifts to something more serious, like travel safety, adapt your responses to reflect the new tone. 5. Use humor wisely to diffuse tension. Humor can be a fantastic tool for diffusing tension and creating a comfortable space, but it should be used wisely. A well-timed joke can lighten a serious conversation without belittling it, and a shared laugh can bring people closer. Avoid humor that comes across as dismissive or minimizes the other person's feelings. For instance, if a friend opens up about a recent setback, a light, self-deprecating joke about your own similar experience might show empathy while providing a moment of relief. This approach allows the conversation to remain balanced, signaling that it's okay to feel both serious and lighthearted about complex topics. 6. Stay mindful of boundaries. Each person has a unique comfort zone when it comes to mixing serious and fun topics. Some may be open to rapidly shifting between tones, while others prefer a gradual approach. Being mindful of these boundaries prevents miscommunication and discomfort. If you're unsure of someone's boundaries, ask for clarification or watch for cues to ensure you're on the right track. Simple statements like, "I hope you don't mind me saying this," or "I just thought of something funny related to this, do you mind if I share it?" show respect and sensitivity, helping to build a comfortable conversational flow. 7. Transition smoothly between topics. Smooth transitions allow you to guide conversations from lighthearted to serious topics, or vice versa, naturally. Rather than abruptly switching topics, find a common link. For instance, if a friend is sharing a funny story about work, you might segue into a more serious question about their career goals, showing genuine interest. Building the skill to balance fun and serious conversations can transform your relationships, making them richer and more rewarding. By recognizing context, reading cues, and practicing empathy, you create a space where both you and the other person feel understood and valued. Conversations that balance both lightness and depth foster connections that are not only enjoyable but also meaningful, leaving a lasting impact.